So can you tell me about like your influences or like what first inspired you?
I'd definitely say the first kind of like people that inspired me, especially at least with hip hop, would have to be like a J. Cole, Big Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like they talk a lot about sort of their personal experience and that
Mm.
resonated with me, I guess, as a young
Nice,
youth.
nice. Any specific influences on this most recent project though?
On the most recent stuff, there probably is some stuff from all sorts of areas.
Mm,
Probably anything from like a Playboy Cardi and a Uzi kind of sound to
mm.
like say a J Balvin, Bad Bunny kind of Latin reggaeton kind of
Oh, that's
vibe.
cool. I like the idea of like multiple different kind of genres going into the one thing. It's nice. Um, so this is a bit of an old question, but if you could open a show for any artist, like who would you choose?
Ooh, um, I'd probably have to say maybe somebody like Uzi
Mhm,
if
mhm.
it was rap, uh, and maybe someone like Rosalia as
Oh,
like
cool.
a just a different kind of vibe.
Mm. So it's pretty. Could be a good show. Could be a good show. Maybe we'll see it one day. Maybe we'll see it one day.
Maybe they'll duet.
um. So yeah, what would you say have been like the kind of the hardest part about creating this album in particular?
For sure it has to be the legalities
Mm,
of it all. It
mm.
wouldn't even be the actual making the music.
I
Just
guess yeah.
yeah, so much back and forth with like producers
Mm.
about negotiations, etc.
It's probably taken a while as well, right?
Yeah, takes a long while, especially if you like want to do it right and like
Mm.
I mean a lot of UK musicians probably don't even know they can go to the musicians union.
Oh right.
Yeah, and they
Nice.
can like look over all sorts of stuff for you. But like
Decent.
yes, long process that I don't think any artist enjoys.
Yeah, I can imagine. I guess why managers exist.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And lawyers.
Would you say this has like been harder or easier than your first project?
Um, I would say it's from a creative perspective, it's been easier.
Mm.
I think
Mm.
just because I've gotten more used to the whole recording process, etc.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, the added thing of, as I said, the whole contracts thing probably has made it a little harder in some aspects, just as far as it being more tedious.
Yeah. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. What's your like personal creative process? What does it kind of look like?
Uh, I'd have to say it varies. Sometimes it can be like a really short, just spur of the moment, like songs done in like 15 to 20 minutes. Other times it could be like a process of like a few months, like coming back to it, going
Mm.
back and forth. But definitely probably always start with the chorus, go from there.
Decent, decent. Um, what can we kind of expect to see from this album?
Um, I'd like to say since I mean I know I've released music before, but
Mm.
I feel like this is the first time I'll be releasing music having actually a knowledge of the music industry.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say this kind of feels like a way of sort of just showcasing a little bit of versatility, just a sort of a range of stuff.
Sounds cool. Sounds cool. I feel like the lyrics and like themes of the album. What are you kind of going for this time?
Um, I'd say lyrically, most of the album is probably about like sort of challenging, I guess, some of the stereotypes you'd typically see in rap or some of the common themes you'd see in rap.
Mm.
Uh, but also still trying to hold true to that hip hop feel, I guess, if you know what
Sounds
I mean.
yeah, yeah. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Um, do you kind of have a release date or anything planned in future leading up to the release?
Release date, I'm definitely thinking could be any time between late summer, early fall kind of
Mm.
time.
Nice, nice. Do you have any other like singles or anything planned?
I don't have any singles planned before the release.
Mm.
but there's definitely going to be a little bit of visual content, a little bit of something for the people.
Oh, cool, cool. Okay, so it's something to look forward to, something to get hyped about. Um, but yeah, I mean that's kind of all I had. Unless there's anything you want to add or anywhere we can find you.
Um, yeah, no, I don't think there's anything else really to add. I just think thank you
Perfect.
for having me, man. And
That's
I'm
cool. That's
sure like,
cool. Um,
yeah,
as usual, I'll link all your socials in the description. But yeah, thanks for being on the show.
cheers. Awesome.